Tito stream, what's good, y'all? Hey man, it's Tito. Shoot, I just wanted to make a video because I haven't in a couple weeks, and just kind of give you an update on just my life, I guess. Shoot, I guess I'll just get right into it, man. Honestly, bro, I really haven't been feeling great the last couple weeks, man. I think I've been letting a lot of stuff get to me, like like my skin issues and being low on cash, not really just enjoying the space that I'm living in right now. I really over the last 2 weeks of just, I mean, in my opinion, I guess just really haven't been enjoying life that much. And I kind of had to come to a realization that I can't be in that mode, or at least I can't be in that mode, forever. I gotta understand, like, hey, this is where I'm at, and where I'm at is significant. Like, well, I guess just tell my story. So I've been, for a few weeks, I wasn't really able to move around and walk around that well because of my eczema. And so I ended up kind of sloughing around the house, like watching Netflix and being on the phone, and just kind of being restricted to an area, which was cool at first, but then I just started feeling probably want to say like depressed, but just that feeling you get when you're literally in the same spot doing nothing of significance for a certain amount of time. Healed up my legs, and I was kind of able to walk again and stuff like that. But still really felt like I wasn't doing anything, didn't have anything to do. Was just feeling like a total sloth, man. I don't really have any money. My car got an engine light on it, so I can barely drive it, and I also can't afford to get the engine fixed right now. So I'm confined to the house. I can't really buy stuff. I can't really, do stuff that I want to do, and it's just been, I just been using that as an avenue to say, like, man, I dislike being here so much. I dislike this part of my life. I wish I was doing this. I wish I was doing, something else. Haven't really been sleeping well because I guess because I've been just doing nothing all day. I've been having a lot of energy at night. And, just not really being able to sleep till like 4 and 5 or something like that. So going to bed would actually be one of the worst times of the day, because I would go to bed around 9 to 10, but not go to sleep until like 5, And so, last night, I talked to God again, because I really haven't in a while. Not because I just didn't want to, but it's just something that I neglect to do sometimes. Or at least, I'll be trying to make it seem like I'm good, despite the circumstances that I'm going through or the situations that I'm going through. And so I feel like I can go a day or something without prayer or talking to God or whatever. But yesterday I did, because I was just like, bruh, get me out this spot, get me out this spot, get me out this spot. And one thing I've always learned is that anytime I've ever talked to God, I get an immediate response, an immediate change. Which is crazy, because I don't talk to him as much as I should, considering every time I talk to him, the world shifts in my favor. So I was scrolling through Instagram, and I seen Stephen Furtick from Elevation Church in Charlotte He had posted a story about I don't really remember what it said, but he had like these multiple choice questions. It was like four of them, and I went ahead and answered them, and I got like 2 out of 4 right. And on the next story, he was like, "Hey, well, if you got 4 right, you're good to go. If you got 3 right, you're good to go. But if you got 2 right or less, then perhaps you need to have a refresher and rewatch his sermon." So I was like, okay, it's my opportunity to listen or talk to God. I could have also read my Bible, but I decided not to. And I was like, well, I'll do it in the morning. But it became like 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning. I still, hadn't been to sleep. I remember a wise lady told me once, like, hey, if you're having trouble sleeping, that means you should, read your Bible. Like I said, I didn't feel like reading the Bible at the time, but I decided to turn on that sermon instead of putting it off yet another day. And man, he said some really good things that I think I needed to hear at that time. And kind of the bottom line of his message was, the things that seem small to you right now, those are the things that are big to God, and those are the things that are gonna, move you in the direction that you want to move. It's not necessarily the big things; those things are already gonna be handled. But those little things that you can control, if you can do those things, man, you're gonna be straight. And it really had me thinking, what are little things that I could be doing that I'm not doing? Like, am I staying consistent with my streams? Am I using my equipment that I, spent all my savings on to the maximum advantage? I got all this extra time that I asked for, but am I doing anything with it? And I really started thinking about it. I was like, no, I'm not. I've really just been kind of feeling sorry for myself and just letting all these different factors just influence me into being a sloth. And so I decided, hey, I got to make a change. So I downloaded this. First thing I did was I downloaded this app, and it's basically an app that's kind of sets a routine or helps you set a routine so you can kind of get out of your stagnancy and just kind of develop a routine that can kind of help you now and in the future. And so far, I really like the app. I forgot what it's called off the top of my head, but I'll link it down below in the description. And I'm also gonna link Furtick's message because I think it was a really good one. Anyway, so the first thing the app had me do was drink a bottle of water every morning. Like that's just the beginning of a routine. Just get used to drinking a bottle of water in the morning. And I actually woke up this morning. Well, I really didn't even go to sleep until like 9. Oh, this is what I did. After I downloaded the app, I hopped on my phone, man. I started editing videos. So if you look at my recent uploads, you'll see 60-minute Tito stream. That's our new commercial series. So it's going to be like a 60 second, I said 60 minutes, a 60-second commercial, featuring Tito stream content, letting you guys know what's up, or just a general advertisement. And that's something I'm excited about. I showed it to my homies. Shout out to God Squad. Shout out to Juan. Shout out to Rose. And it got a good reception. I posted on Instagram, and it got a good reception. So I'm excited about that. But that's just that's an example of something that I could have been doing that I haven't been doing. That's like a small thing that I had the power to do right now without money, without travel, without all these things. That can be of great benefit. That's just a small thing. I live here in Louisiana. We just had this snowstorm. That basically knocked out all the water in our house for like a week. So like we couldn't really flush the toilet and stuff like that, and couldn't take a shower, and that was just making me so. Oh man, I think that was kind of one of the kickers for me. Like it was just not great for my mental health. It really just wasn't. But today, man, it was 75 degrees, or it is 75 degrees, man. And so I went outside and walked around the neighborhood for the first time. And I mean, it had to be months. I don't know when's the last time I went out and just walked, or, you know, 'cause I used to run, but I haven't been doing that because my condition's been flaring up. But, you know, I went out and walked, and my mom actually, she was like, "Hey, you about to go walking?" And she ended up coming and walking with me. So I don't know when's the last time my mom got outside, but you know, we ended up just kind of walking around the neighborhood. I had on my headphones listening to SZA and the Free My Mind playlist, and she'll listen to whatever she was listening to. So we kind of walked around the neighborhood and enjoyed the sun. It feels good, and it feels so good that I had to come out here and just kind of, you know, get some more while I talk to you guys. You know, I had a chance to, while we were walking, just meditate on what I've learned over the past, you know, not even 24 hours yet. But I just kind of want to make this video to let you guys know what's been going on with me. But also, I really think I want to make this video so I can talk to myself, and I can kind of look at this video again whenever I'm going through something or having an issue or whatever. I can look at this video and remind myself of where I was and and compare that to where I'm at, you know, whatever time I decide to look at this. So this is kind of really more of a personal video, man, but I'm glad to share it with you guys. If I look kind of crazy, it's because, like I said, I didn't really sleep till like 9 o'clock, maybe even 10. I don't even know if I slept last night. I really don't. And I'm also too broke to get a haircut and can't make it to the barbershop. So I'm gonna just rock the this look for a while, but hey, it is what it is. I actually been through this before. It's just a season where I'm having to learn patience. You know, I realized a few weeks ago, that one of the biggest things that I lack is patience. That's just one of the things that I'm deficient at and just not very strong in. And one thing I kind of noticed with this season is that patience have been forced upon me in different ways. Even with something as simple as the current playlist that I'm working on, all the songs are they're a lot slower than on the previous playlists and stuff like that. And so I'm just learning patience in a lot of different forms. Like with the K6, I really want to move it forward. But, you know, the fact of the matter is, you know, I didn't invest my savings very well, which is why I'm in the situation I'm in. Like I spent them recklessly because I was excited about, you know, the business and what we could do, and I spent it faithfully. So I don't necessarily regret it, but you know, they're just, you know, in hindsight now, it's just there was a better way it could have been done. And so I'm just learning that I got to understand the nuances of what it is that I plan to take on. I watched I Am Athlete with Cam Newton, and he kind of talked about some of his business ventures and stuff like that. And it also made me kind of realize once again, like, you know, patience is key in a lot of different ways and a lot of different contexts. And one thing I got to just get down before I go to the next spot is just to be patient. Because wherever I go next, I don't want to come back to this place, man. Once I go to the next spot, I want to be going. I don't want to move forward and have to come back, and then move forward and have to come back, which I've already had to do a couple times. You know, I just want to be able to go. In order to sustain that, man, I just got to be able to. I just got to be able to grow in a few different facets. So anyway, I don't want to make this video too long because I just want to kind of talk to you guys and talk to myself, man. But just want to show y'all my face. The stream been lit, really. This new game is fire, even though it has some glitches and shit like that. But whatever. Hey, man, I love y'all, boys. I can go on some more, but I don't need to extend the video. So I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Peace. Oh, and also the Brooklyn Nets going crazy. Man, if Kyrie should sign with Easy, but niggas don't want the bread.